Tagata Pacifica. We speak for the old generation. Oh, Maya se itato mana tua. We know your name. Oh, tua. We came to serve the nation. To be a part of a new foundation. No, no, we love us in Moana. You must remember who you are. Tagata ole Moana. I'm the future of my people. Without me, there is no next generation. There is no future for my people. My people will probably be dominated by the social hierarchy. So that's who I am. I am the future of my people. Leadership is somebody who stands up for what they believe in. Well, I see it like that. You see, I'm a Christian and I've read in the Bible so many times, and I've seen prophets and Jesus himself, these are what you call leaders, and they have their own stories to tell. And when I read these stories, for example, we have the story of David and Goliath. They needed somebody to defeat Goliath. They needed someone to lead them to defeat Goliath, but everybody else, they were just scared. But David had been called by God, and David did it. And David became one of the greatest in the Bible. He's one of the biggest stories in the Bible. And I see that as leadership. Somebody who's not scared, somebody who's not afraid to do or stand up for what they believe in. I see a lot of people as great leaders. There are many, honestly. We have Barack Obama. We have Martin Luther King. We have Jacinda Ardern. There's so many to name, honestly. But if I was to choose somebody that's really close to me, somebody that I know a lot, I'd have to say my uncle, or he's the head minister for worship center Christian churches around the world, William Mafoe. I see him as a great leader because he's doing what he was called to do. There are going to be a lot of people that are going to persecute you for what you do, and it doesn't even have to be a faithful thing. It doesn't have to be a Christian thing, a religious thing. It can be a political thing. And when you look at Barack Obama, he was called to send the message, and so was Jacinda, and even Donald Trump, and Bill English himself. All these leaders are called to do something. And when I see my uncle William Mafoe, I see a great leader. I see that he's trying to send a message, and that message is a biblical message. It is a godly message. That's leadership. You're supposed to put your practical skills in it. You're supposed to do things practically, right? And yeah, that's why I believe he's a great leader, and that's why I believe all these leaders that I named before and many more are great leaders, because they do practical things, right? They say it, and then they do it. They got something to back them up with. One of the 7 themes that I believe caught my attention was the theme of serving is leading. And I believe that theme it's really true. Leading consists of serving or doing, right, or action, practical things. For example, when I look at my culture, we have this thing called, we have our own anganu'us, or our traditions of chiefs, chiefliness and orators. And these men are very important. And as well as the taupo, these men and ladies, even women can be matais as well. Being a matai, you have to serve your village, you have to serve your family. When it comes to events, you've gotta be there to serve your family, to serve others. You have to serve instead of just calling yourself a matai. You gotta be able to do for your family what you do for yourself, right? As the purpose says on serving is leading, like to be a leader you must serve, and that's so true. I kind of see it as a leader doesn't stand at the front, leaders stand at the back. They push the people that they're leading. Yeah. As I said in the beginning, we are the future. I am the future. And leadership doesn't stop. It's not gonna go from this generation to the next generation to the next generation and then stop. You know, leadership, like a baton, it passes down. That's gonna pass down to my generation in the future. So when I start to grow older, I start to understand more of my people, more of my nation, more of the policies, more of the tradition. That's when it's gonna come to me. That's when they're gonna call me to lead them. And it's important for us to be ready. You see, I see a lot of my cousins, a lot of my Pacific Island friends, like a lot of my Samoan friends, yeah. I've asked them once or twice about, you know, would you be a matai in the future? And they say, nah, it's too hard, or nah, it's too much money. But that's what they see. That little judgment that they see, that becomes a big problem for them when they hear the word matai. But matai doesn't just mean money. It means that you have to lead. And when you become a leader, you become noticed. And the good thing about this is a good thing when you become noticed. The good thing about being noticed is that people see you as a great leader. The more you grow into leadership, the more people are gonna notice you, and you know, they can rub off from you into them. Like they can become a great leader themselves. They can become a great matai themselves. That's what I believe our older generation is doing for us. Our older generation is trying to help us to rub off from them information and skills and ideas and themes, so that when the old generation pass, the new generation stand up, and we can maybe better the old generation's thoughts and ideas. And yeah, so that's what I believe leadership. That's why I believe leadership is really important for my generation to come.